Take a moment to settle into stillness. Allow your body to find a comfortable position, your breath to soften, and your awareness to gently turn inward. As you arrive in this moment, begin to sense the quiet brilliance at the center of your being. In Divine Audacity, we are reminded that spiritual power is not something distant or reserved for a select few. It is the essence of who we are, the light we carry, the wisdom we express, and the love we embody. With each breath, feel yourself becoming more present, more open, more willing to recognize your own divine nature. This is the audacity the book speaks of, the courage to acknowledge your inner light without hesitation, without apology. Let your breath be a doorway. Let your stillness be a sanctuary. Let your awareness expand gently, as if you are remembering something ancient and true. In this space, you are invited to explore the spiritual powers that live within you. Powers of faith, strength, love, imagination, understanding, will, and life. These are not abstract ideas. They are living energies, always available, always expressing through you. As you continue to breathe, allow yourself to rest in the knowing that you are inherently whole, inherently wise, inherently luminous. You are not seeking something outside yourself. You are awakening to what has always been within. Let this meditation be an act of divine audacity, a bold willingness to shine, to know, to be. When you are ready, allow this awareness to guide you deeper into the practice ahead. Breathing consciously, extending my arms out from my shoulders, I revel in aliveness. I move my life-filled body, swaying, dancing, and stretching as a prayer of appreciation. I tune my awareness to the first chakra, the generative organs within my pelvis, the center of my life faculty. I shine the red light of life throughout my pelvis, blessing my vital organs with life. I extend life from this nucleus outward, blanketing my entire body with life nourishment. Established in life, I appreciate the universal source of life. That which gives life to me is creativity. Therefore, I give life to everything that I am creating. That which gives life to me is abundance, Therefore, I steady myself in abundance consciousness, knowing all things are possible and living richly. That which gives life to me is compassion. Therefore, I embody kindness in every thought, word, and action toward others and myself. That which gives life to me is joy. Therefore, I live in the delight of every moment. My body does not give life to me. The source of all life, that I am, I give life to my body. I am, my true divine nature, is movement and form, function and consciousness. I am divine life. I tune to life's power of animation. My eternal life is in perpetual motion. My capacity to understand continually expands. I am forever flowing in forward, onward, and upward ways. My vision enlarges with every divine idea I set in motion. Acquiescing to the tidal flow of life, I move and rest, retreat and extend, pause and proceed, grieve and rejoice, grasp and release. I tune to life's power of vitality. Wholeness is my true name and nature. I am vitally alive in mind, body, and spirit. The intelligence that creates worlds is the life within me. I am the invigorating power of divine life. I tune to life's power of presence. I am fully present, a radiating light, and in my presence, others rise to awareness of their spiritual nature. I am divine life, ever renewing. I am divine life, ever expressing. I give life to divine ideas. All that I give life to lives. I breathe into the center of my brain, between my ears and eyes. I flood my brain with light the color of the midday cloudless sky, the palette of spiritual imagination. Every breath I take and every breath I release leaves me floating in the open sky of possibilities. Nothing can weigh me down. Nothing can inhibit the free expression of my divine imagination. Soaring in infinite space, all things are possible. Divine imagination is my spiritual name and true nature. I am a creator by divine design. I reach beyond assumptions and limitations, dreaming of magnificent possibilities. By the power of conception, I catch a marvelous idea of what I can be, what I can do, and what I can experience. I can tell that this idea is mine to express by its captivating appeal. I recognize in this idea the possibility of fulfillment that I have longed for. The marvelous idea that I have grasped fleshes out as a vision and a purpose. Like a seed planted in the ground and watered, this idea is nurtured by my power of vision. I envision the fully formed blossom now. While the seed remains in the deep womb of possibilities, I am the spiritual power of imagination. Claiming my divine identity, I call forth from within me my rightful divine capacities, pouring them out in fulfillment of my purpose. I have eyes to see the good within me. I have eyes to see the good around me. I have eyes to see the good path ahead of me. Whatever seems impossible, by my power of imagination, I declare all things are possible. I focus my attention on the energy center of love within my body, in and around my heart. To attune to this radiating center of love, I place my hands over my heart while envisioning a soft pink glow emanating from my heart. Divine love is my name and true nature. I gratefully acknowledge that the well of love can never run dry, for the source of love is eternal. Under the influence of love, I awaken to more love than I have ever known. I call forth the magnetizing power of divine love. My thoughts are magnetic, Whatever dreams I am holding, I send through them the pink light of love. I center myself in realization. I center myself in realization that the dreams I have planted and I am devoted to must bear fruit by the magnetizing power of love. I call forth from within me the harmonizing power of love. Love harmonizes my thoughts, words, and actions so that I see things rightly and bring about good. I see myself, others, and all conditions through the lens of harmonizing love. I express love by seeing the good in all. I am the harmonizing power of love. I call forth from within me the unifying power of love. I am divine love, unifying my thoughts, words, and actions until I know only oneness. I see myself in others, others in myself, and God in us all, for I am one. I send out from within me the pink light of love, blessing me and all people and all of life. I am the power of love. As you gently return from this meditation, notice the steady light within you. Let your breath anchor the clarity and calm you've awakened. Remember that the power you touched here is not temporary. It's the truth of who you are. Carry this quiet boldness into the rest of your day, allowing your inner wisdom and compassion to guide your steps. When you're ready, open your eyes, bringing your renewed presence with you.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center of Hamilton on this beautiful, foggy Sunday. Welcome to everyone who's here in the sanctuary. We're happy that you're here and you're going to spend at least an hour or so with us today. My name is Marcia Daly. I'll be your presider. And this month we are trying on for size a definition of what is unity. And in Unity, we explore practical spirituality for everyday life. We understand that the mind we live from shapes the life we experience. And so I welcome Emilio to sing for us. Oh, we're also supposed to have kids today, but they're not there, but we'll sing for the kids inside of us.
I'm a child at heart, so it's all. Here we go. I am who I am. I am who I am. Who I am is just perfect. I am who I am. I have all I need here inside of me. I start each new day, and I remember to say, I am who I am. Come on, children. I am who I am. That's it. Who I am is just perfect. I am who I am. I don't have to worry. I have all I need. I start each new day, and I remember to say, I am who I am. I am who I am. Who I am is just perfect. I am who I am. If I'm feeling worried, I take a deep breath. I start each new day, and I remember to say, hey, I am who I am. I am who I am. Who I am is just perfect. I am who I am. Who I am is just perfect. I am who I am. You made it. Great.
Thank you. So you kids can go ahead to Kids Church, and Joan is there waiting.
You made it. Thank you.
Okay, let's go on
We're
to
happy you're here.
number 2.
I Choose Love by Sue Riley and Carolyn Taylor Good. Peace in my life is growing because I choose love. Love's always present. It's what I'm made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one. One tie that binds us that can't be undone. I choose love. Peace in my family is growing because I choose love. Let love be present. It's It's what we're made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one loving family, sharing one son. I choose love. Peace for our planet is growing because peace for our planet is growing because I choose love. Let love be present. It's what we're made of. I choose love. We are all part of each other. We are one choice unites us. Let this be the one. I choose love. I choose love. I choose love. All right. And our meditation song, or leading into meditation, is with Love Anything Is Possible by Karen Drucker. With love, anything is possible. Any mountain can be climbed. Any river can be crossed. Nothing's ever lost with love. Anything is possible. With love, anything is possible. Any mountain can be climbed. Any river can be crossed. Nothing's ever lost with love. Anything is possible. With faith, anything is possible. Any mountain can be climbed. Any river can be crossed. Nothing's ever lost with faith. Anything is possible. With hope, anything is possible. Any mountain can be climbed. Any river can be crossed. Nothing's ever lost with hope. Anything is possible. With love, anything is possible. impossible is possible.
As I rest in this possibility, I open my awareness to the all that is at the source of my being. And I can easily access it by bringing my attention to my heart center, where this love, this peace, this compassion, this benevolence resides, right where I am. So I rest here for a moment, knowing that as I am here and fully aware of my connection, anything is possible. So with a grateful heart, I let go and I let it be so. Please join with me in affirming, and so it is.
This week's inspiration. On this ever-revolving wheel of being, the individual self goes round and round through life after life, believing itself to be a separate creature, until it sees its identity with the Lord of Love and attains immortality in the indivisible whole. This is taken from the Upanishad, quoted in Mark Nepo's book, The Endless Practice, Become Who You Were Born to Be, page 227.
I Behold the Christ in You by Frank B. Whitney, and music by Bill Thomas. The accompaniment is by Natalia Kovach. I behold the Christ in You, here the life of God I see. I see this, I see a great peace too. I can see You whole and free. I behold the Christ in You. I can see this as You walk. I see this in all You do. I can see this as You talk. I behold God's love expressed. I can see You filled with power. I can see You ever blessed. See Christ in You, our my I behold the Christ in You. I can see that perfect one, led by God in all You do. I can see God's work is done. Oh, in You I see God's work is done. I behold the Christ in You.
Ah, that sure starts us off feeling good, doesn't it? So this month, we're looking at From Zero to Love, clearing within and transforming the world. And that love is a daily commitment. Though love exists right at the core of who we are, it's so easy to be distracted by being a human being. And so to stop often enough to recognize that love is right here and make that a daily commitment. So let's look at how we might do that. So have you ever noticed how quickly we try to fix what's out there? I mean, when you see something go wrong, is the first thing that you do to say, what's going on with me? Not usually, right? And yet that's really what spirituality and being on a spiritual journey is about, is that to recognize that whatever is out there, when you can do something about how it resides in you, that you affect what you see out there. And so we look at a situation or a person or the world in certain circumstances and we go, oh my goodness, I wish somebody would fix that. And yet I would invite you to say, from now on, when you see that and you have that thought, to say, okay, what can I do? So, and yet, even when things change externally, something inside can still feel unsettled. And it's because we've taken it in, whatever it is that we saw. We took it in double-fold. We had it there already, and then we saw it, and we swallowed it, and the thing out there is already gone, but we're still feeling it. Have you ever had that happen? Yeah. So we try again. We try to fix more. We try to control more. We try to understand it more. We try to be empathetic and say, oh, well, it's their bad upbringing or whatever it is. And recognizing that that's still putting it out there. But what if transformation doesn't begin out there at all? What if it begins at 0? Now, where did that word come from? There's a book called Zero Limits, and it was written by Dr. Hugh Len and Joe Vitale, and it's called The Secret Hawaiian System for Wealth, Health, Peace, and More. And basically what he's talking about, we talk about going to the Christ within at Unity. What he uses instead of Christ is 0. So in the book, Zero Limits, 0 is described as the state of no memory, no conditioning, pure potential. So would you say that for those of you that identify with the word Christ, that that's what you would call it? Pure potential. And in the Hawaiian practice of Ho'oponopono, that 0 state is where healing actually happens. And in Unity, we believe that too, that when you go to the Christ essence, the Christ consciousness within you, that's when all things are possible. So Ho'oponopono is Hawaiian, but you see the parallel there. Just different words. It sounds like a kind of different thing, and yet it's not. So 0 is the space where love is unobstructed. And you hear people saying we get in our own way. Well, if you weren't in your own way, you'd be experiencing love all the time. You'd be experiencing life too, but love would be closer to the surface. So I'd like to look at 0 is the clearing point within you to get to that 0 place. Clearing the inner world restores love. And it's not even that it's being restored. I think the better word would be reveals love. Perhaps restores it in your life. And personal clearing is collective transformation. So if you've said, what is it that I can do, little old me? Well, when you do personal work, you're affecting the world. And we know that from some of the physics that has been proving it, especially the metaphysics. Now let's go to the next one. Hopefully this battery works for the rest of the day. Let's bless it, okay? Bless this battery. So 0 is emptiness. It is the absence of accumulated noise, memories, beliefs, reactions that distort how you see life. So that's 0. That's also, I'll say, the Christ consciousness to pull you to that. So it's possibility. Possibility doesn't have all those old histories and all those old beliefs and anything. It is pure potential, not hanging on to anything that happened before. So, and here's the part that most people don't realize. We're not just reacting to life, we're reacting to stored data within us. Now that's the word being used in Ho'oponopono. And that's the memories, that's the collective belief systems, it's all of the ancestors before you that believed something that then you took on from them, and it's all of that. And it's even walking into a room and the room is filled with everybody's memories, and because you're one with everyone, you react to that on some level. You may not even realize that you do. And so data in Ho'oponopono, what we call data, isn't information like facts or knowledge. It's stored memory, old experiences, emotional imprints, beliefs we picked up, often without even realizing it. And these don't just sit quietly in the background. They're replaying all the time. And they shape how we interpret what's happening right now. And it's to recognize that that's the undercurrent of what's going on. It's a bit like when you see a duck on the top of the water, but underneath it's going like crazy, but it looks like nothing's happening. That's kind of our experience, but that turbulence is in our life. You're feeling it, but you're not really necessarily being able to identify it. So what do we do with that? So when something triggers you, you're not just responding to the moment. Because if you were in that zero state more often, you wouldn't respond in that moment usually with any kind of reaction. You're responding to everything that moment is touching inside of you. That's the data. Have you ever had a reaction you think, why the heck did I respond like that? Because it touched on one or perhaps a multiplicity of things that were a trigger for you. That's the stored data that you're carrying around. So until it's cleared, it keeps repeating the same patterns, the same reactions, and then, of course, the same outcomes, which then reinforces it because it's like, okay, well, there's the same outcome. So, okay, so then the belief system gets anchored and it gets deeper and deeper and it becomes more of who you're being. And I can feel like a puppet sometimes in that moment. So data is the past trying to live in the present. It's like saying your past history is attempting to live in the present until you become aware enough to release it. So data is stored memory replaying itself in your current experience. So in Ho'oponopono, the understanding is simple but confronting. Whatever I experience is something I am connected to internally, whether it's a positive or a negative. And so if it's within you, then you can do something about it, right? At least that's the promise. So not as blame, but as responsibility. Not as I caused it, because that's metaphysical malpractice on yourself. But I am willing to be the place where this is healed. So how about the next time that you react in any negative way, even a small way, to say, I'm willing to be the place where this is healed. Because I choose not to have these experiences as often or ever, if I can. So here's an example, a trigger moment. Someone says something sharp to you. And you know what I mean by that. Immediately you react. Defensiveness, hurt. You have a story. Why does this always happen to me? Or so-and-so is always like this to me. But pause for a moment. Why that reaction? Why that intensity? I've had some pretty intense reactions to things and then wondered, where did all of that come from? But obviously, like Wayne Dyer said, what do you get when you squeeze an orange? You get what's inside. What do you get when you squeeze a person? What's inside. So obviously something was squeezed out of me to help me to recognize that that lived in me. So because something inside you was already activated, a memory or a belief or a past imprint, that's the data that you're carrying around. You don't experience life as it is, actually. You experience it as it lives within you. Think about it. Everything you experience is within you. If I'm looking at you, I'm experiencing it in the back of my retina. It's not out there. It's actually, I'm experiencing it in me. If I smell something, it's not because it's out there, it's because it entered my body and it's in my nose. It lives within me. So if I experience an emotional reaction to something, where is it actually? In me. So clearing the inner world restores love. And I'll say again, reveals love. So this is where a Ho'oponopono becomes a living practice. It's not analysis. It's not fixing someone else. It's clearing within. Traditionally expressed through 4 simple phrases, and I'll unpack these for you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. Now, these aren't directed outward first. They're directed inward to the part of consciousness that's holding on to that disturbance. So I'm willing to release what is not love. That's basically the underlying kind of idea to it. So A Course in Miracles, Religious Science, and Unity have a very kind of parallel idea of all of this. So in Ho'oponopono, we clear data. In Religious Science, which is Ernest Holmes, we transform thought through mind. In A Course in Miracles, we release illusions through forgiveness. And in Unity, we let go of error thought and return to the Christ within. So they're all different language, but they're speaking about the same thing. So if you wonder, why the heck am I talking about Hawaiian Ho'oponopono? Because it's all the same. It's just different words. So maybe this particular way of me presenting it lands with you. And maybe next week when I talk about it in a different way, it'll land with someone else. Because the language is what we connect with, right? So you go from distortion back to love. That's really ultimately what we're aiming to do on our spiritual journey. So here's a real life application. You're in a difficult situation. Maybe it's leadership or it's finances or relationships. Everything in you wants to strategize, to control, or to push harder. That's our human belief. But instead, you're being asked to pause and say internally, I'm sorry. Now, this is the rest of the sentence. For whatever in me is contributing to this experience. Please forgive me for holding on to it. Thank you for the opportunity to clear it and make it evident to me. And I love you for all of it. So nothing outside changed yet, but something inside has, especially when you say those phrases with the understanding that you have a responsibility for how you respond to what's out there. So from that shift, your next action is different because you're clearer and you're softer and you're more grounded. So whenever you clear the inner field, love naturally reemerges. It's just what happens. It's like pushing away the clouds. The sun reveals itself. It was always there because it was never gone. So let me do a mini meditation for you using those phrases. So take a moment and get yourself comfortable. And let's experience returning to love. So I invite you just for a moment to gently close your eyes and take a slow and easy breath. And another. And now bring your attention down about 18 inches to your heart center. And let your awareness just rest there. No effort, no trying, just noticing. And now allow something to come to mind. A situation, a person, or maybe just a feeling, something that feels a little unsettled. Don't analyze it. Just let it be present. And now from this place of awareness, begin silently within yourself to say, I'm sorry. Not as blame, but as a willingness to acknowledge something here is ready to be released. And now say to yourself, please forgive me for holding on to this, for carrying it longer than it needed. Thank you for the awareness, for the opportunity to clear, for something new emerging. And then say to yourself, I love you. To this moment, to yourself, to the deeper presence within you. Pause and just notice. What feels even slightly softer now? Even slightly more open? You don't have to fix anything. You've simply made space. And in that space, love begins to move in again. Now take one more gentle breath. And when you're ready, allow your awareness to return to the room. And what you've just experienced is the return to zero, whether it was for a millisecond or for a minute. And it didn't happen by effort, but by the release, by your willingness to release. And this is where the transformation begins. And what transformation, you ask? That you start to clear that data that's been disrupting the love in your life. So personal clearing is collective transformation. Because how can you not be love and affect everything around you? I mean, think about somebody that comes to mind when you think about love on legs. Maybe it's a dog. Maybe it's your best friend. Maybe it's a parent. You can feel that consciousness, can't you? And that's what you've just done, is added to that awareness in the world. So now here's where this becomes bigger than just self-help. Because as we clear ourselves, we're clearing the field we share with everyone. Not metaphorically, energetically, relationally, and practically. And it can be measured. Dr. Hugh Len, for those of you that don't recall, he basically was a psychiatrist. He went into a hospital that had a wing with these very insane criminals. And it was very dangerous to be there. And what he did was this work, because he knew that if these people were in his reality, then if he cleared it within him, then he would help to clear the field. And what ended up happening is that he didn't meet any of these people. He just recognized that they were there because of that situation. He read their file and he cleared, and he did the I'm sorry, and please forgive me, and I love you, and thank you. And they closed the wing ultimately, because all these people were healed and released. And he did it one man and affected something that radical. So at this time, you can make a huge difference, whether it be in your sphere of influence, and if it is, it influences far beyond that. So it's a ripple effect. Think about one person in a room who's anxious. It affects everyone. Now think about one person who's grounded and calm and present. That also affects everyone, and you can feel it. So imagine a community, a group, a movement where people are actively clearing their own consciousness. That changes conversations and decisions and outcomes. And that's who we are here. That's why you're called to be here. It's no coincidence that you're hearing this message today. Those of you that are hearing it as a video or live stream, there's no coincidence. You're here to make a difference. And this is the next step in your own spiritual journey. It's inviting you in. So this is exactly what we'll be doing with the Great Peace Experiment, which is one Sunday a month rather than this type of a service, will be to get to zero and to have peace on our mind and in our consciousness. And it's not by forcing peace, but it's by becoming it and allowing it to ripple outward. The most powerful way to change the world is to stop adding unconsciousness to it. So this week, when something triggers you, start with clearing. Pause and quietly say, I return to love. I clear what is ready to be released. Because you can't force it to be released. So that's also saying, easy, comfortable, perfect for me. So you could also use the 4 phrases if they resonate with you. And do this once a day. It doesn't have to be perfect, just consistent. So do you want to say the 4 phrases with me? And let's say them slowly, really with feeling. I love you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. And thank you. So 0 is the space where love is no longer obstructed. That's the thing to remember. I'm not here to fix the world. I'm here to stop adding distortion to it. And that's what you're being invited to do. So what I clear within me no longer needs to appear before me. I like this one. And love doesn't arrive, it's revealed. Inner responsibility is the doorway to real freedom. And it's not easy, but it's simple. So instead of trying to change everything out there this week or even today, become willing to sit in the stillness within. Notice what arises. Gently release what's not aligned with the love at the core of your center. And return again and again to that place that Ho'oponopono calls 0. So would you say this with me? I'm resting in the stillness of pure presence. I am aware of the love that exists before all conditioning. I release all that is ready to be cleared, and I allow clarity to return. Peace is active within me, and it expresses through every thought, word, and action. I trust the unfolding of a world transformed through awakened awareness. And so it is. Wow. I feel almost like a golden glow right here. So today we explored the idea that we're not just reacting to life, that we're often reacting to what life is touching within us. What Ho'oponopono calls data, Unity calls error thought. And in some cases, the word evil is also error thought. Patterns that can be released. So take time to pause, to clear, to return inward, to reconnect with what is already true. Love, peace, and clarity. So, and from this place, you'll feel different. You'll live differently, and that changes the world. So this week, pause, breathe, and return to love. In Unity, you're not trying to become loving. You're releasing everything that obscures the love that you already are. And love feels good. So what did that bring up for you? I'll start with Marcia because she's already got a microphone.
Well, how much time do we have?
We have about 10 minutes.
So as you started, I kept saying to myself, why does it sound like whatever that thing is?
Ho'oponopono.
There it is. Because over the last 3 weeks, I've been listening to Hugh Len's YouTube videos.
Yes.
And I've been trying to see things from that perspective. But what you've done for me this morning is to put it into a better context.
Okay.
So because I kept saying the phrases felt like it was out there somewhere, not
Or just
not
hanging
resonating with me fully. I'm taking away today, well, the no coincidence.
there. Mhm.
But as we clear, we are clearing the field. So things are bound to change for us.
Yes.
Even though we don't, that's not our specific intention.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that thing about when you point your finger out there, there's 3 fingers pointing back.
Mm-hmm.
So whether it's good that you're sending out or criticism, either one,
Mm-hmm.
you're getting the whammo of it. Deborah, did you want to share something?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. And it's always interesting, Reverend Ann, that as soon as this comes up, I experience something. So I have to share the experience that I had. And it was something that touched within me. Yesterday, I went to a handmade market, and there was a woman there that was a baker from a farm, and she had a sweet potato pie. And so the reason why you're asking that question is because I looked at it and I said, oh, I'm not so keen on, because it said, this is not your typical pumpkin pie. And I thought, okay. So when I was talking to her, she says, oh, this is very special. It's a sweet potato pie. And you know what? My mom used to make a sweet potato pie for me for Thanksgiving every year. And it was that moment of returning to love, right? I just thought, oh, it touched something within me. She's been gone for, well, still around, but not on this planet, for probably almost 10 years. But just
Nice.
that feeling of love, right? It was like the moment of pausing. And of course, I had to buy the pie.
Of
And then I
course.
thought, and in my magnanimous feeling, I bought the pecan pie because my former husband, that was his favorite. So I bought him a pie and dropped it off, and we had a conversation because we're still good friends. But I just thought, interesting how something as simple as that just totally, it just felt like a warm hug, right?
Yes.
It was really nice. So thank you.
Thank you.
So, hi, this is Pat Hyde, everybody in New York region. This reminds me, I have gotten addicted to the prayer St. Francis, but in the affirmative. I don't say, Lord, make me a channel. I say, Lord, thank you. I am a channel and of your peace. And so it's up to me to clear that channel. And I spend time when something comes up, it's, oh, there's something clogging my channel, or even doesn't necessarily clog the whole thing. There's just mud there that needs to be cleared up. And it grunge, it's the grungy.
What a great metaphor.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
grunge of, because I keep thinking of the day that I was sitting at my son's house in San Diego. They had just bought the house. They had just moved in. They had all had showers, and I was staying and I was doing something. The 4 or the 6 of them had all left to go somewhere, and with the laundry going on, and I'm sitting there in the basement, in the lower floor, and all of a sudden I hear the toilet going glurp, 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 and I knew exactly what it was. It was all coming up onto the floor. Rushed and turned off the washing machine, but what had happened, of course, the main drain out to the street was clogged. They had to dig it up. It was like so clogged. And I don't ever want to let my channel get that clogged. So
Yeah, the results are yucky.
yucky results. Yeah. So
But again, a really good metaphor.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
when you have a yucky life,
oh yeah.
it's what can I do about it?
Yeah.
The people at home are quiet. Anybody want to put something in the chat so that we can share? Anybody else in the room that want to share anything?
I think it's really profound, this whole message. Because, I mean, I think in order to change the world, I first, if I want to see the world change in a different way, I choose to look within first, because that's how we are going to make the difference. And this really touched something inside. Like I understand why I am the way I am right now in my life, and how I've gotten to this point, and why sometimes I hesitate to change and moving forward. And because I like the comfort, I like where I've settled right now, but I have settled. And
So you notice that you settled.
yeah, I noticed that I've settled, and I haven't. I'm not yet ready. I wasn't yet ready to move forward. But life has a way of pushing me.
Like, here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Pushing me forward anyway, and revealing what I can do to make that move. So it really touched me. And I think part of it is there's still some things in my life, in myself, that I haven't forgiven. It's huge.
Yeah, and when that comes up, to be gentle with it and just love it while it's there until it's ready. Yeah. Thank you. Anyone else? There's somebody from home? Want to pass it to Wendy?
Yes.
Susan says, with Deborah and Reverend Pat's example, how emotions can flood our experiences positively or negatively.
Yes.
And there was also a little message from Gertie, too. She said, oh gosh, wow, Reverend Ann, I feel your glow. I love you and thank you.
Thank you, Gertie. I love you too. I see your smiling face, even though I can't actually see you, but yes. Okay. So know that you can continue this conversation with the group from York Region via Zoom after this service. It begins at 11:30, and the link is in the description box of the video below.
I think every week you just top yourself. Don't you agree?
Yes.
So let's turn our attention to conscious giving. And you may do so either here in the sanctuary or via e-transfer to admin@unityspiritualcenter.com, or write a check payable to Unity Spiritual Center. So everything you give us, we use it to make these services possible, to broadcast our message to those who are receptive to it. So let's give thanks as we say the affirmation together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all I give and all I receive, and so it is. So let's have the kids come back in and see what they've been doing for the last 45 minutes or so.
The kids have been doing something out there. We'll see what projects and if they're ready to show them yet. We don't give them a whole lot of time to play, so. They must be really creating because they're not talking or yelling or running. And there's two of them, yes. They know how to be together. So, fellas, what did you get to experience to do? Love bugs, okay.
We made these books.
Maybe Emilio can hold the microphone.
We made these books and we decorated these snap-on bracelets.
Oh, very nice.
And,
Here, you want me to hold something?
love fills my mind and my heart. I send love to everyone I meet.
Very nice. Yes. Thank you so much. Love, love. Lydia, the Sunday school teacher, is playing Love, Love, Love on her phone
By the Beatles.
by the Beatles. So let's join together and sing the peace song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow. To take each moment and live each moment, peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Thank you, everyone. Remember, I love you. Have a great week. We'll see you next week. Bye for now. I do. Oh, wow. I like it. So show me how it goes on your wrist. How do you make it? Beautiful.